Hi guys, welcome to DevOps School. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Ansible network modules. Ansible network modules can configure your network state, test and validate existing network state, and discover and correct network configuration drift. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of Ansible will be absolutely clear to you. This series divided into multiple parts, therefore subscribe to the channel and follow the playlist.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOps School certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry-level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
So let's sum up what we did yesterday. So here, day 4, we discuss about some of the options available using registers. So dynamic variables, how to declare during the runtime, and then we discussed about I think it was related to Ansible Galaxy. Then we discussed about the playbook, loopings, iterators, and all. Then we discussed about and then we did the project actually. Probably I had shown you the roles in detail also, and then we did the project. After that, we started working with ACS, and we discussed in detail about this ACS and ARS with Windows, and I think we set up the ACS for Windows support, ARS also. We did a little bit of trial and stuff like that, and after that I did run some of the programs also in ACS with Windows. Then we discussed about Ansible Vault, and after that we did play that Ansible Playbook Windows, Ansible Vault, and then we discuss about the huge cases of Ansible Tower, and we understood the problems with Ansible Tower and Ansible command line, and then we discuss about the feature of Ansible Tower. Finally, discuss about the architecture of Ansible Tower, and then demo is pending. So do we have any questions so far, whatever we did yesterday? Any questions, any doubts? No questions? Okay, so now let's get started with the tower, Ansible Tower demo. So Ansible Tower demo. So for that, okay, one thing is either you go for Ubuntu or CentOS. You can go for RHEL 7.5 also, but the reason is I don't have a active um, subscription for RHEL 7.5, so that way it is needed, it is important, it is needed. So you have to either go for the Ubuntu or CentOS 7, CentOS 7. So which operating system you prefer now? CentOS?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's use this. So I'm going for this one, CentOS 7. I think this is, yeah, this is needed. Yeah. It's a little bit costlier. And I'll go for 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM, little bit more. One machine is okay. 100 GB storage, I will go for it. Civil Tower. And here it is. So here we got Ansible Tower. This is the machines I am setting for all of us. We are not having a lab on Tower, so setting up lab will not be there because we will lose lots of time for that. So if I am setting up, we all can use the same tower. So request you to just look at it, my screen, and we will use case studies and all. So this is a machines. Now let's go to this one. Now login. Because the CentOS machine, so I believe the user name should be CentOS only. I'm just guessing because each MIs has a different user ID set by the developer. Now I just type CentOS and sudo -s. Okay, so now I am going to download Tower. I just said you have a package available for download. So Ansible Tower download. Now I just open up all the URL, and if you go for this one, you see here, this is the URL. I'll download this. Wget is not there, so yum install wget. Now this is the tarball -ZXVF. Now guys, if you look at this directory, and try to understand and tell me what exactly this is. What is this? Anyone? Guys, anyone tell me what is this?
Yeah, Rajesh, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying what is this? You can see on my screen. What is this?
Binaries?
Nope, nope. Look at this. Look at this.
It was complete set of roles, inventory created, predefined created for us.
Yeah. See this installation the extract whichever I did. It is nothing but the right roles actually. Okay. It's the roles only. See here. This is the role. This is the one role. This is another role. This is another role. Another role. So many roles are there here. And you know how to create. See this. These all are roles actually. And if you go back, where is the playbook which is calling the role? So here it is. See, roles, role calling, role, all this stuff. See here, there's a one play here, one play here. Look at this, one play here. So installation of role, Ansible Tower is done through role itself. Make sense? You have an inventory, right? Look at this here. Here you have inventory. And localhost. It will install in the localhost. So this is a role actually. Now I can call this role through setup.sh. If you know the command, which is you know already, you can run all that also. But setup.sh has some prior check and then setting some variables also. Based on that, you can run the setup.sh. But before that, I should set up something. And that something is important, other else my installations will fail. What is something? First thing I said here, and that is, if you remember, Ansible Tower used Postgres. So we have to set the database username and password. And also I said Ansible's Tower using the queue. So for that also we need to set the password. And Ansible Tower super administrator, that means the first user admin password also need to set. All these are the variable. So where you want to set? In inventory. Okay. Now if you read the documentation, they will have this explanations and all. But anyways, I'm showing better. So let's set the password. I'll just keep it simple password ADMIN123. This is the database password. ADMIN123. And queue should be somewhere. PG host. I see the queue options has been removed. So maybe they have embedded or something like that. So no problem. I'll go without that. Save it. So you have to set the Postgres password. Username and database will be this one. If you want to change, you can do it. This is my site password. All wars. Okay. So now after this, I am going to set up .sh. Enter. Okay. Now it will be done in few minutes. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, please ask me. I'll help you with. Any questions? Guys, are you there? This is the last day. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'll help you. Guys, am I connected with you guys? Internet.
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah. Thought it got disconnected. So it will take few minutes and then we will have a tower. It's not very difficult. Tower is not difficult. Anything in Ansible is not difficult, to be honest. It's just like we need a little bit of time to get comfortable with. By the way, AWX X, I said, X opens this one. If you remember, this one is having different process altogether to install it. So if you come to this, I have, I think, that guide for this. So this is a shell scripting which will help you to install AWX. There must be manual process also somewhere. Need to look at it. AWS is not the same process to be followed to install. It's a different process. It's taking a little bit more time. Should be over in a few seconds. Almost done. I see that migration of the database schema to the file. By the way, those who are comfortable with uh, Python, they have used the Django actually as a framework, which is very popular framework. They have used it. So
What is the framework?
Django. There is a two framework in Python which is very popular.
Django.
Yeah, one is Flask, one is a Django. So Django is a framework they have used to develop this engine. It's very good architecture they have designed. Like this. Yeah, have it in Nginx, Postgres, backend file. HTML, CSS, JavaScript is common for all these programming languages. By the way, they have used Jinja 2 template also very effective. So good. All these are nothing but a task which you can see that it's running through rules. Okay guys, so now you see it's done. Install tower isolated nodes and up. Okay, so how can we access it? So we can access it through browser now. Now, one thing which I am not able to recall is it's 8080 port or 80 port, and here is a 80 port only. Advance, proceed further. So this is the tower. Now username which we have is admin, and password which we have is admin123. So and sign in. So this is the one. Now guys, you should upload the license. Now the question is where to get the license. It's just formalities. You go and fill this website, request license, and they will give you one license which will be active for I think 60 days or something, and for up to the 10 months. But I have one license file which I used in the last training. Let me try with that license if it is working. So good, which is here, and then agree, submit, and it worked. So can we go ahead and check that first license? So many options you have, you see that so many options you have. But if you go to the left side somewhere, setting, downside, go earlier this menu were on top, but now it's in left side. It's a good actually. So setting, and click on the license, and you see here license type basic, subscription 10, managed node, here host available 10, host used 1. So the one which I am using, current one, is also being used. Host remaining 9. So 9 is remaining. You see here, this 10 you can use up to the 2037. Okay. After that, you have to buy a license again here. So this is the license. So did you find any problem installing the tower? Any questions so far on this? Any questions so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now we have to remember the discussion and then see here. I said Ansible Tower will help you to organize the organization. Organization 1, organization 2. And each organization will have their own admins, users, playbook, inventory, credentials, project. This organization will not be able to see anything of this organization. These organizations will not be able to see anything from this organization. Okay, so this is the how it will work. So now here you have 2 organizations, 3 organizations, as many organizations you can create and manage your own asset. That's called asset. Now we'll have authentication authorizations also. So let's go one by one and set it up properly. So here I would say basic workflow with Ansible Tower. I'll put it up in the steps, so you have to do the something similar thing, so that way you will not forget. Step 1, set authentication. Now guys, authentication means how should we log in. So you can log in with the password, you can log in with the LDAP, you can log in with OpenID. All these things you have to enable it, right? Password I've seen it, it's already enabled, so I could log in it. Let's go and check that authentications. So here I go here and setting. Here I have a authentication. It says enable simplified login to your Tower applications. Click on it, and now you see that so many options are available. You can use Azure ID, you can use GitHub ID, you can use Google Auth, you can use LDAP, you can use Radius, you can use SAML, you can use Tacats. I've never used actually. So Tacas. So yep, so many options are there. Which option you feel, you can go ahead, fill this information. Let's say LDAP, fill this information, and here save it, and you are done with it. So this is the way you can enable that authentications. Here you can add multiple LDAP also. See here, default LDAP 1, LDAP 2. Okay, so this is the authentications. Simple. Now this is done. After that, you have to go and create organization. I'm not going for authorization because we need organization. Okay. So why do we need organization? Remember, here we discussed already day 4. Okay, so here we need organizations. So now the question is, how do we create organizations? So here, if you go downside, and here you see here access. Okay, you can go here access and create organizations. Here you see there is one organization created by default, which has their own users, teams, inventories, project, job template, admins. So I will create my own organization this time. How do we create it? So click organization. This time I'm creating Raj.org. Description, everything, save it. And I have Raj organization. So this is the creation of Raj organization. Create organization. This is also done. Now also I will set it up. Notification. Set notification. What is notifications? Emails and stuff like that. Okay. So here, if you go in your user options, okay, and many things you can set it up here. See here, first email. So my name is Raj, admin right now. I'm admin right now, so I should set my email address properly. All this thing you can do that, but go here and click on the notifications, and here you have no notification template. So you should set the notification template. Notification temp 1. This notification template should be for some organization. Remember I set it up organization. So create organization. Of course everything will belong to Rajesh. And type of notifications. So guys, here Tower supports many kind of notifications. See here, email, Grafana, dashboard, HipChat, ISC, Mastermost, PagerDuty, Slack, Twilio, webhooks, many more. Probably email. Now when you want to set the email notification, you have to feed that SMTP information. All this thing you can feed it, save it, and recipient, sender, port, host, password, all these things. Yes, this is SMTP. Okay, and then done and save it. So this is a notification template. You have to create it so notifications can be availed. So this is a step number 3. You will do that. Okay, here I am using email only. You can do the anything else. Now step number 4, adding users and team under org. That's a step number 4. So because I said already, if you again remember this, here each org have their own users and teams, admins and all other members. So you have to add a users and team under organization. So where to do that? So if I go here, look at this, users and team. So first we decided we'll have a 2 team, dev, manager. Okay, dev will include everything, manager, admin also, like this. This admin is only for this organization, my organization. So let's create a team here. What a team? Dev. Which organization belong to? So here save it. I got this. I will create one more. Manager. I will create one more. Got renamed actually. Yeah. I create one more. Yeah, done. So here adding a user, adding a team is done. But we will add a user now. So where to add a user? Here. I'm adding one user. Rajesh. Okay. Organization. Email rajesh@scmgalaxy.com. Rajesh. Password Rajesh1. Rajesh123. Rajesh123. Normal user, system auditor, system administrator. Depend on what you want. normal user, save it. Now this user is creating. Now here this user, edit. Here you can put that organization. As of now, this user is not a part of any team. So can we add this as a part of any team? So here it's not part of any team. So go to the team, let's say dev and users, and here I am going to Rajesh, save it, done. Now if I check that users, is a part of them. So here I did adding a user and team, and here I added Rajesh. That is a step number 4. Did you understand that so far? Any questions? Any question? Any questions so far? Guys, any questions?
No, Rajesh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now Teams is done. Dev. I have to give the permissions also. I have not granted any permission as such. So here, what permission? To job templates, workflows, projects, inventories, credentials, and all these things. Permission will be granted. So will be granted all these permissions sooner. Okay. I am right now, I am putting up, because I have not created a template. I have not created a project, workflows, inventories, or credentials. So I cannot assign that, but I have organization. And for organizations, I will assign this guy as a, these are the rules available, project administrator. So permission also granted. So here, step number 5, set Rajesh as a project admin. That is done. Step number 5. So you see here, step number 1, enable the authentication, create organization, set the notification template for the emails. So email will be enabled for your organization, adding users, teams, and required permissions is done. Now what you have to do, step number 6, for your organization, whatever the asset you have to start adding it. So if you look at this organization, you have a asset, see Rajog, user is done, team is done. Other things you have to, admin I have not done, so let me, project admin I did it, admin I did not add it. So this is also done. So here admin also done. Add org admin. Step number 7, you have to, whatever the credentials you have for your organization, you can add it. What is the credentials? Which you cannot see it here, but it's there. Add a all credentials of your organization. Remember, what is a credentials? So you have inventory. If you remember the command line options, you have inventory. And inventory required the username and password, or username and keys, right? Something like that to access it. So that's a credential for the remote host. Yes, same credentials I am talking about it. Add all credentials of ARS of your organization, because every organization will have their own inventories, so you have to add it. Now the question is where to add it. By the way, I have a credential keys, so can I go ahead? Keys, this is the key. Open up. I don't have a password, I have a keys. Here it is. Can I go ahead and add the credentials? You see under the resources, there is one credentials. Okay. So this is a credential for your ARS of your organization. There's one demo credential. I ignore it. Create a credentials. What is the name of the credentials? This is the EC2-user. I'll name it. Description. These credentials belong to which organization? A Raj org. Now, what is the type of credential? So multiple types are there. Look at this. 25 different types are there. Click on this. Find it out. AWS for dynamic inventory also is there. So multiple types are there. Right now, I need machine type. So here, this is the one. My credential is for the machine server. So I select the machine type. And now what is username? Username is same of EC2 user. What is a password? I don't have a password. What is a key? I have a key. Do we have a Shine certificate and all? No. Do you have a key phrases? No. Do you have a privilege escalation method? No. Do you have a privilege escalation user? No. Do you have a privilege escalation password? No. Remember, have you seen these all options somewhere? All these options, have you seen somewhere? Guys, are you there? Have you seen these options somewhere? This one, this one, this one. Hello, am I there? Am I connected?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yeah. So people are not engaging today. Why? What happened? Friday? Oh, it's not Friday also, by the way. So let's interact. Have you seen these options? Any idea? We have spent almost 4 days on this.
Is it for firm file certification?
In Ansible, actually, I'm talking about. Have you seen this option in Ansible? These options.
Inventory, we use this options, right?
Yeah, that we call it. See, remember Ansible had a connection option and escalation options. Remember? Behavioral parameter also, Ansible inventory behavior parameter. Same thing.
Yes, yeah.
Same thing. For that, in Ansible command line, we had a command line options. Now we have a GUI. That's the difference we have. Nothing else. So understand that. Okay. And then save it. So done. So here, credentials got added also. So now if you see here, this is also done. Step number 8. Step number 8. You have to say admin done, users done, team done. You have to create inventory. Now what is inventory? You know that very well. Now here you have to create through manual or through some scripts. That's our difference here. Through some scripts or GUI and all. It's up to you. How do you create? I will create manually just to show you the demo. So I have on machines. This machine. Add inventory. This machines I'm adding. Okay. Go ahead. And here I am adding inventory. Now when I say inventory, remember the file name? Same thing I'm doing. The file name of my inventory would be Rajesh, or let's say web server. Web server. This is something like, again, try to recall that command line. This is something like file name. Web server is your file name. I is equal to web server, like that. Okay, so it's like this. So I call it web server. Which organization this belongs to? And save it. Now this inventory will have a what? Inventory will have a what? Can you help me? I forgot most of the things. So inventory will have what?
Groups.
Inventory will have a host. You'll be having group. You'll be having group subgroup. You'll be having behavior parameter. You'll be having variables. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So here also same thing. Nothing difference. If you have mastered in the command line, GUI is nothing actually. So web server, it's inventory, groups, host, variable, all this thing you have it. Let's go and set that one machine. First machine. Manually I'm setting up. This is the IP address. Here, host name. Host variable if you want to set, here you can set it. Everything is possible. Everything, whatever you did in the command line, you will get here. Done. So here you set up the web server inventory. One web server inventory. You have a host here. Okay. Want to set the permissions. You can set the permissions to that particular user who should see this stuff. That's a different thing. And you can set the group here. You want to set a group. All group, remember, a root group. What is the group name? Web. You want to set the group label variable. You can do that. Save it. Group label, you want to add a host. Host. Add a machines. Same machines. I'm adding same machine. 2 places. Done. Look at this. My I is web server. At the I level also I added one host. And a group also added the same host. You can declare the variables. I know that UI is little bit, you have to spend time and click on it. But this is how it is. But it's easy actually. If you follow my flow, you will never get stuck. add inventory, because where to click, there's no workflow is right now. So add inventory. Did you find any difficulties? I did created one inventory, created a group, added one machine to the group, add an individual host also. You can add a variables also if you wanted, behavior variables and stuff like that. But did you understand this? Any questions?
What is sources here, Rajesh? Like, what is it?
Please add sources. Okay, so this, let me come back to this. Here, this I'll talk about in project. So let me come back to this. Project is pending, right? So far you have understood. Ignore this too. It is somewhere here, and here we will talk about it. So guys, any questions so far? Now after adding inventory, let me remind you actually. There's one command which I have, and that command is Ansible Playbook -I inventory site.yaml -u user key. So this is the command we use to run any playbook, correct? Am I right?
Yes, Rajesh.
Out of which, let me tell you here, I got this, which is here, credentials. So done. I got this also. Done. Only this is pending right now. Okay, this is pending and this is pending. Think about it conceptually if you think about it. So site.yaml is a project. We call it project actually in Tower. So here project. So step is create a project. Now correlate that learnings with the command line. Here when we call a project, you are getting your roles and playbook and stuff like that. Now I am creating a project. Create a project. This is a Raj project. Now which organization this project belong to? Raj organization. Do you have a project somewhere already? When I say project means those roles, okay? Do you have anywhere else somewhere already? Manual. If you say manual, that means you in the tower at this location you copy all the roles file and all. Look at this the path one more time. Var lib AWX project. That is a location. But I have no interest manual work. I have my role in GitHub. Now Ansible There are some examples just for the demos like this. I have it. And I will go for this. Guys, are you comfortable with this role? Look at this site.yaml. Forget about the inventory is not needed. Site.yaml, what we have? It's a local host, but we need something. What is the group name I created? I need to recall that. Group bars. This is the group bars. You know that. And this is the role. Look at the tasks. Main.yaml, server and template. Look at the server. Same thing, HTTP work. So are you comfortable with this role? Guys?
Yeah.
Only thing is I have to change this. Instead of localhost, I have to change this to, instead of localhost, I have to change the group name to what I created. I forgot actually. Inventory, web server, group, web. So here I have to have a web. So I did this. Web. So this is the project role. I am using it. I put it in the notes also. So go ahead, create a project. Here, Raj. Organization. SCM type here Git. So yes, this will automatically sync the code. You can take it from the Git, Mercurial, Subversion, Red Hat Insights, manual. Manuals is like a copy paste manual work. Git, all this Git related stuff you can give it, but it's not needed because of public repo. Save it. The moment you saved it, you started getting this project. You see here, become green actually. That means you got that code. You got that code. Okay. So if you want to see that, I clicked on this and the location is var. I forgot var live AWX, right? What was the manual location it was showing? Var. Anyone remember that? Var lib AWX projects. Here it is. I got this is the project. So it was done automatically by Git. So this is the download has happened. So this is also done, guys. And finally, step number 1. So this is also done. This is also done. Now only the finally I need this whole command together. Whole command together in one place. I need to connect inventory. See that very simple logic. I need to connect this inventory to this to this, and this to some frame, like we call it template. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Because this I created separate, this I created separate, this I created separate. Need to link it. Correct now? Are you getting my points?
Yeah.
This is called template. That's the last step, guys. So this is the end of this. This is called template. Create a template. That's all. In a template. Now let's correct this. Go to this. Here you see templates. Templates. And here job template. Create a job template. Okay. Now here Raj template. You match everything whatever you had. So first thing, what is a job type? Have you seen this somewhere? Run check. Have you seen somewhere?
It's like hyphen check.
Yeah, you got it. So remember, this is the one. Now inventory, you know that what I'm doing, web server. Project, that means play.yaml, site.yaml. Selected the project. The moment you selected the project, you will get populated playbook dynamically. So I have only site.yaml, which I showed you just now. Credentials, you know that I have one. Now forking is like how many machines parallelly should hit. So default value is 5 set actually. Limit, verbosity, tagging if you want to do that, labeling if you want to do that, and enable option here, enable privileges escalations hyphen B options. Okay, so enable run this playbook as an administrator or something. So here it's not needed. Save it. So guys, I created this command. Command is ready to trigger. Fire it. Rocket is ready to fire. This is called rocket in Ansible. But one thing I missed out, that B options I have to give it. So go to the credentials, type, not credential type, credentials, EC2, and here, sudo, hyphen B options. See all the options you have it here. Save it. Guys, we are done with it. Now fire this rocket, fire this template. That's called job here. That's called job. So can we fire this template? How can we fire this template? Let me write first. 11 step. Step 11. Fire. Fire means run. Run a template. And that is done through. If you go to the template and you see here, this is the rocket sign. See here. You have to click this place. This is for the run. You can schedule also, by the way. Lots of feature is there. So you can do that. You can schedule also. See here, schedule means at an interval, automatically it will be done. Like a kind of cron or something. But hardly we will use now. But so many features are there. Permissions and all. And I did run. And guys, look at this. Log. Look at this here. Same program which you have used it. See status successful. Started. finished, job template run. You could have checked also, you know that very well. Launched by, inventory, project, revision. This is important one, revision, if you want to check that one. Okay, if here playbook, credentials, environment, executions, node, load from where you are executing. So I'm doing from the local host against the remote host. Okay, instance group, and this is a variables. I did not pass the variable, you know that very well. You see here place, task, host, elapsed, and see the all the what do you say logs. And can we go and check the job? See here is passed, playbook run. Here it was a git update at the project level, which automatically happened. I did not fire it. And then this one. Now you have a more actually here because I'm not having it. But once you will create it, you'll get it. And dashboard. Here you have a two host. One is local one, and one I added. How many failed has happened? Inventory, projects, and you see that all the graphs and all. You can schedule the jobs if you want any. So here these are the schedules are one cleanup and stuff like that. So these are the built-in schedules. If you want to schedule your job, go to the templates, charge template, schedule, and here you can add the schedule. Let's say I want to uh, daily run. I want to run, let's say daily, whatever it is. Repeat once, minute, whatever. Okay, so 100 times. It's a cron tab. You understand cron tab? Everyone understand. So tab. So this is also done. If you think this template should be having permission only for some team, some people, here you go ahead and add this. Here, whoever add it, he will have a permissions. Right now only admin and only administrator. Can we have someone else also, like a team, dev team? Save it and like that. So guys, in this workflow, we covered almost 80% of the feature in one go. Did you find any difficulties? Any difficulties? Guys, hello?
No, Rajesh.
No, Rajesh. No, Rajesh.
Yeah. So now I'll give you 30 minutes for this. No setup and installation. You have to just consume my UI and see that how it works. Everything I have given you, whatever you need it. Keys also you have it. Start with here.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
Rajesh, better we cover other things and have explore this later. That's what I feel.
Okay, no problem.
Modules we have read.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we'll move on to the new topics. So any questions on this front before going to that?
No.
Okay. So let's get started.
Rajesh, can we have 15 minutes break before we move to next topic?
Yes, sure. So let's have a break and we will meet up at 11:10. 11:10. Okay. So here now I'm going to talk about how to use cloud using Ansible. So we have decided we will have AWS cloud, and we will begin with something like creating instances. So I have got into this page where is a module page, actually cloud module page. Okay, so it's a EC2 module which helps me to create, terminate, start and stop and send on EC2. By the way, let me tell you here, this is the cloud module, and all the parameters whatever we have, the rules is same. Look at the required, here it is. Look at the default value, here it is. All this thing you have it. Some of the examples you have downside also, which you can get started. So all this stuff you can just check it out. Now if you should read the requisite, here it says requirement. So sometimes some module has a special requirement, okay, and the below requirement are needed on the host that execute this module. So host means basically ARS, correct here, correct, ARS or something else.
Yes.
Think one more time.
ACS, right? So
ACS.
ARS, we're just creating it. Yeah, we are creating using this, so we can't have it before that.
Yeah. So if you think about the architecture, this is a API call actually. So here, this is a ACS. In this you have a Ansible program, and this is a AWS. So it will create a API call. So you need not to go to ARS for that. API call can we make it from anywhere, wherever we want. So it's API call. And you should be having Python.2.6 which is there, and Boto should be there. Boto, I need to check whether it's stored or not. By the way, Boto and Boto 3 is the latest one. So we should install. I'll get it installed, no problem. Now all this thing, if you look at this, forget about this module right now. First understand that how can you work with any API, specifically cloud API. So one is like format of this API is like this. I'm not talking about the Ansible. Understand the API call. You will have a API protocol, which is HTTP, followed by you'll be having post, followed by you have a port, followed by you have the API which you want to use it. This API means feature, okay, feature, FEATUR, feature. And after that feature, what you want to do, we call it a verb, means you want to get, you want to create, you want to delete, you want to update CRUD, something like this. So you have a verb, so you want to get or post or put, depends on whatever you wanted. We call it a verb, get or post or put or delete. All these are a verb. So this is the API format of any request. So basically all this we have to feed in, and apart from that there's one more thing which travels along with it, and that's called authentication, which is somewhere here. API authentication, it can be password, it can be keys of that to authentication, because not everyone can get, everyone can post, everyone can put, everyone can delete. So here you have to have authentication. Now the question is how this AWS support authentication. So AWS support authentication in terms of access key and secret key. So this is important. All these prerequisites you have to understand before working with this. Blindly, if you jump on the modules, you will not get it anything. So with that knowledge in place, we have to understand this table now. Okay, all this thing. So here you see image is required. instance type is required. Now what is image? What is an instance type? So you need to understand AWS, and I think you understand already. So here you have to decide. Let's say I want to create one machine which is something similar to this one. So what is a type? T2 small. This is the one. What is the AMI ID for this? AMI ID is for this. This one. So these are the things you have to, it's required actually here. If you look at this table, it is required instance type, image ID, AMI ID. This is the required actually. And rest of the things you can give it, depends on a wish. Here you have a keys, access keys and secret keys. You can pass it if you want. By the way, you can set in the AWS also. It's many ways actually you can do that. You can install the AWS CLI client command line. You can configure it, you can set it up, or you can pass it here. This is, by the way, not a good practice to pass it here, but it's up to you. Then Boto. Boto, what is Boto? So Boto is one of the kind of library which basically designed for working with the cloud. Okay, see here. Python interface to Amazon Web Services, Boto here. So this is a very popular library. Boto 3 is the one which is the latest one. Lots of new feature has been added. Most of the Python developer uses this one. And what you can do, you see here. So basically, if you look at this Boto, this module basically, what you see here, this module is using Boto. Everyone uses Boto in Python actually for the interacting with AWS, by the way. So they are also using the Boto. So if you see here, all this functionality, Boto has it. You know, everything, so many things can be done. So you must be wondering, what is that? What is a Boto? So basically, if you want to work with the AWS through Python, then directly you can use the Boto libraries and feed the parameters and use it. So it's basically all the APIs has been easily exposed. APIs, that means when I say APIs, that means all the format of this easily exposed in this library. So it's become a very easy to use it. Something like if you have used Terraform, have you used the Terraform or CloudFormation? Have you used something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so something like that, but it's good for the Python developer, is very handy. So basically this guy is using Boto only for that. So I need to have installation of this, so let's install it. So installation instructions should be somewhere here. It is. So go to the machine. Which machine, by the way? I have to go to the ACS server, so let's go to the ACS. So, and let me tell you here, all the modules you will use it. Look at the documentation. So you cannot go and follow one pattern to everything. So if you think, oh no, I need one rule which I apply for everyone, it never works in the DevOps world actually. So here, this is my IP address. It's a EC2 for this machine. It's a ACS of last day. Sudo, and by the way, before losing all this data, okay, I'll commit later. I was doing something else. Rajesh, mkdir cloud, cd cloud. Okay, so I must install the Boto in this machine. So let's install from the clone only. And okay, so it has been installed, but it's not set in the path, but no problem. I don't need that one also because manually I'm not using it. Okay, so this is done. After that, this is already there, this is already there. Finally, I have to get these two things actually. It's up to your approach. I'm doing the embedding these two in the rule one, I mean playbook only. It's a bad practice, but just for the time being. So go and get this. I am now I create user a group. This is how many groups we have. Let's create one more. EC2. EC2 full access. Create group. Okay. So EC2 I created. Now I'll go and create a user. So this is add user. AstraZeneca AJ. I don't want to get the console access. I'm okay with the programmatic access. I will set the group name EC2. Next tag. Tag is not required. Creating. Now guys, this is a very confidential information. Let me tell you, if this get compromised, you are in a trouble. So be mindful about it. By the way, I'm not going to paste it in this uh, on the notes also, because if I paste it immediately, I get a call from USA Washington office, because they scan the GitHub every minute for the keys which they by mistake this get exposed it. So those kind of monitoring is already in place. So here and here. So all the ingredients I have made it ready. Now it's just a matter of task. Now I need one sample playbook. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to fill the access code also. This is much easier code actually. That is too much. I'm gathering all this information which I need it actually. Network interface. EMI. Little bit this one. Network interface. I will remove this. I'll just remove this right now. So guys, this is a module, playbook. We'll create one instance. I want to tag this machine actually. Okay. So far, did you find any questions, any doubts? What I did on AWS? Yes, you need to have a little bit of knowledge about the AWS. Uh, I got it. So far, any confusion? Can I go ahead and run it?
Which VPC it will select?
Which?
Subnet.
So there is a default subnet actually. So automatically it will select. But if you want to select the different subnet, you have to specify actually again. So there's a you can select the subnet here using this. You can pass it, but every VPC has a default subnet. So I left it to the default actually. Here this is a default.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, more questions guys? Okay, so let's run it and check this program. So this is a machine. I don't need any more this guy. VI.
Rajesh,
Yes.
would be required to put region.
Yes, that is important one. Yeah. So it wasn't required. No, it's not required. So mm, this one. vi cloud dot YAML Ansible Playbook. It has run, there is no error as such. And check AWS. Yes, you see it. Got it? Now, if you want to delete this, then state you have to change. See here, by default it's present, but if you want to see state absent or stopped running, restarted, you can do that. State is equal to, you have to specify the instance ID. So
Rajesh, can you show us how to encrypt that particular secret key string and pass it to the execution?
how to encrypt?
It's not a good practice. It's not a good practice, right? To keep the secret key in the file. That has to be encrypted, right? As some best practices.
So let's understand the approach here. This place, what do you think? I mean, can you help me? What do you think? What can be done here? So you
Put it on what?
approach one. See guys, it's completely security is in mind. It's in practice actually. So that's a good thing you said, but I said I did intentionally just
Set up IAM role on the
yeah. Many things can be done, guys. So first thing,
ACS, right? On the ACS server, we can
right.
set up IAM role.
Yeah, first thing, you can use AWS CLI's configuration config. That way you don't have to pass it this one. You can remove it altogether. First option. Second options, what you can do, a role will not work here because remember, this is not a AWS. Ansible is not a AWS service. So role is for the AWS service to AWS service. Second thing what you can do is you can use AWS KMS. Where to use it? I don't know how many of you know that. You can use this one, KMS, which you can is an encrypted service for the authentication. Here it is. Somewhere it should be. Do you see somewhere KMS? Should be here only.
It's not here. You can
Oh,
simply
it's a separate service.
select the services.
KMS, yeah, type here.
Yeah. So here you can include the KMS. That's the one approach. This is also, earlier it used to be in a IAM actually. I am sure about it because I have used it long back. Okay, this is a one. Now here you can use this one. What do you say? Vault, Ansible Vault. Now Ansible Vault, you can use it and you can pass those variables here. Variables you can pass. How can you pass variables? You know that. Approach number 3, using var and using vars. Approach number 4, think about it. You know one thing, these two can be in a access, can be in a ini or CSV file and use lookup to feed that. Lookup, I'll cover the topics, is a pending one. Lookup to feed that. That way it's a security. Now here, one more approach I can see that here you can use Ansible Vault, but this time not a vars, but using and string encryption. Yesterday I have used it, that string encryption, remember? So whatever the string you get it, you can embed it here, and over the command line you can pass that hyphen vault password and it will. So multiple approach can be done. Now, did you understand this approach? How can you secure this? Can I show you one of these?
Yeah.
So let's start it. So here, AWS CLI also got updated actually. Last month only it got upgraded. CLI install.
Rakesh, can you use KMS key to for this thing instead of AWS?
Yeah, the second approach, that would be fine.
Yes, second.
Rajesh,
Mhm.
so if your ACS is AWS instance, you can add IAM role on the server to perform the operation.
See, you need to correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, just understand this way. I'm just thinking because this is my ACS, EC2 instance. Now inside I have Ansible. Ansible need to talk to AWS API. So think about it. I think roles is for the AWS
You can
service.
attach IAM role on the ACS so that the ACS can talk to the client ARS.
No. Here no ARS is there. No concept of ARS is not there. Here probably you are thinking. Probably you are thinking of
Creating an instance is possible.
okay. I have not tried, to be honest, so I cannot comment probably if you have tried. But as per my knowledge, what I know, rule is for the AWS service to AWS service, not for the Ansible to AWS service. That is what my understanding is. Again, if you have tried something, and definitely you might have done something, I have no idea actually, so I cannot comment on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is a thing. Okay. Anyone else have tried this stuff using rules? Okay. Now,
So in place of using access key and secret key, we can use IAM role.
no, I understand.
That is definitely possible.
That's possible, but my learning is it's only for the services to services, inter-services. Here the service is AWS, Ansible and APIs. So for here it will not probably low, because here you need a API access key and that. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, now someone is suggesting we should try a second approach, which is KMS. Now again, I have to see. I've done a long time back. Let me refresh my memories. What I have done, what I have to do. So first thing, create a key, and semantic and private key pair used for encrypting sign up. So if I can create a keys of my custom external, which is understood. Okay, so can I try this feature before that? Because I have tried, but it's long time back. So I need a little bit of time to prepare for this. Okay. So you can use external. So we can have a encrypted key for the externals, but I need some time for this. Okay. Make sense? I can show you this one quickly. This one, this one, this one. KMS, I'm not able to recall now. Will that be okay? Hello?
Yeah, that's okay, Rajesh. Can you close the approach file?
Which one? This one?
Approach file.
5? This one?
No, the file.
Yeah.
Into what?
Let's try this one. Yeah. So here, what I'm going to do is 5. Here it is. Ansible -vault, enter Ansible Raj 123 Raj 123. Now I got this. Do I need to copy entire thing? Till here. That's the one thing. And same thing with Raj 123 Raj 123. For the backup, I should take it up. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to embed this one here. The problem here is it's multi-line.
But we use include variables in this case rather than embedded.
Yes, we can use it, but first let me make it work. Those stuff, management work, we can try later. But the problem here is, okay, this is a multi-line. That is a major problem. Just a second, hold on. Ansible embed vault key in YAML. Now vault this is what I want. So it should be one line. But the problem here is I have to convert into the one line. That is a major problem. Okay, let me try whole things, and that is a major problem.
Rajesh, use VARs in Playbook.
Yeah, VARs also, but it should be one line actually. That is a major problem.
No, you can use that block.
Block is for the error handling. That is different. I'm just thinking, just hold on. What I can do is okay, so this guy have used this one clearly like this. So let me try also myself. What if this guy have used? Let me try, because
Is it possible to convert that as a JSON format?
yes, vars in YAML or JSON can be converted, but if it is working here, then it will work over there. If it's not working
Okay.
here, then it will not work over there. The only problem is I'm just doubting if it will take multi-line or not. So let me try.
Okay.
Rather than doubting, let me try. So here I used this one, and here I used this one. I see that this guy have tried and seems to be working. So let me try also. So
Not working.
vi cloud1.yaml done. Now Ansible-playbook cloud1.yaml password. Let me try without that first. Yes, I think it's taking. So multi-line also is taking. I was doubting whether it will take or not. It's taking. Yep. But they are saying unable to pass option to module. This must be JSON serialization. So they are saying is not JSON serialization. Okay, format is wrong. Module. There must be serialization. Is not JSON serialization. This guy have used. Okay, let me try in the same way. Bars key secret. Key here secret here. Now instead of here I should use this one, and here this one. Now let me try. No. It take it. Okay. What this guy is using? Send new line, not this any class teams and agent no file. New line reference. What is connected? To look at this something different.
Rajesh, similarly, we need to see the passing the user ID and password in the inventory file.
Just a second, sir. 1 second. Let me fix that. This is just a format issues. I'm just looking for it.
Rajesh, have you put that quotes in that variable calling key?
Okay, let me check. This one. Let me try this. I think external variables many people are using, so I'll just try that one also. It's just a syntax formatting issues. Cool.
I'll try this.
Okay, now it has taken actually. This is a different error. Auth failure. Okay, this is a, that means
Mention is for access.
auth failure, authentication failure. Okay, just a second. So it's not overtake. Okay, just a second, hold on. Maybe okay, last try. Let me put it in this file. Main.yaml and I host main.yaml. I host main.yaml and
I just try put it in one file, key file, and then try it, call that file.
oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Because this
That will work, I guess.
yeah, just a second, just let me get it. So it says this will produce, this will be kept in the main.yaml, put it in the main.yaml. I verify where debug is done. So should be considered correct answer stated, answer above. Should be considered correct answer should be above. Okay, so there's a version change also. unencrypted YAML file. Refers. Okay, so different versions, different approach also here I see. So let me try to put it in the variable file for time being. So here what I'm doing right now, vi vars.yaml. Now key enter key colon paste it and second one secret. Oh, let's copy it together. Save it. Okay, so now I have to call external files from the cloud. So for in this case, I have to modify this, remove this, say var files or something like this. Var files. Onto what is the name of the file? vars.yaml. Perfect. Correct. Hyphen is missing. And here probably you can call the file also, just I'll try later. Encrypt and let's try. So let's try this one first. vi cloud 2.yaml Raj 123.
Rajesh, your screen is stuck, I guess.
Oh, I'll just reshare. Okay, this is a seems to be good example, but we have to try it out. This is written recently, I guess. There's an error. Okay, let's try one more time. Last time. Now this one practically is vault in the AWS key. Access key. Same thing I'm doing, Tamil, whatever you share.
Yeah, Rajesh. Okay.
Same thing I'm doing, but it's not working. It says okay. I will try this in a lunch hour, offline hours. Let's not lose time. But approach is okay. But the only thing we have to try some new line character or something like that which is happening. Here, if I see, it says this is the error. AWS was not able to validate the access. That means they are not able to do that. So let me do one thing. Rather than using this right now, let me debug this and it's printing correct or not. That's the way troubleshooting is there. So let me debug first whether printing is happening correctly or not. If it's not happening, of course this will throw an error. So for this, I'll use this task and debug key and value. Okay, so let's try this first. Vars.yaml key and value. In the vars.yaml, more key and secret. Key and secret. Let's run it. Vi demo.yaml Ansible Playbook -I not needed. Okay, that's all. Raj123 and my name is my mistake. Anyone could find it out? What is this? Did you understand that? What is the mistake?
These are the access and secret key, right?
Yes.
Both are access keys.
That is the problem. I was wondering why this. So maybe my first approach also will work. Maybe have not tested. So what should I do now?
You encrypted both access key alone.
Yeah. So Ansible Vault, this one, and where is a key actually? Maybe copy paste. I remember I copied separately, but what has happened sometime don't know. Wait a second. What was that last one? RB only. So Okay, I'll do one thing. I will create one more time because I'm creating one more time properly. Copying, and for this Raj 123, Raj 123, and I should copy very carefully. And this is the key. Okay, done. And now I should copy this one. This is the secret key. Raj 123, Raj 123. By the way, you could have done it in the one file also. You don't need a two file, by the way. That is what this blogger also saying. We could put it in the one file and then encrypt it. That is also a best way to do that. So in this case, or maybe 2 is getting ignored. I think I'm getting some sense. Maybe my last command was not wrong. Maybe that last one is being read. That may be a situation. So just a second, hold on. I think I know how to solve that. This is a 2 times I'm doing that, so that could be a problem. It's taking only. This is okay. vars.yaml. Now key and secret and cloud vi cloud 3.yaml. Store it. Now Ansible Playbook cloud 3.yaml, and the problem which I was making may be here. 1, 2. Raj 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's working fine. So you see here, now it's working fine. Now can I implement the same concept now with my code? And key secret. I hope so there's no spelling mistake. Yeah. Now this is the try vi cloud 4 4.yaml. wq Raj 1, 2, 3. I think it has worked. So yep, this is the, I think first step also will work in that way. Whatever we tried first time, that should also work in that case. So we just embed that. So this is the demo machine, should be here.
Rajesh, can we quickly configure AWS CLI and also try that?
Yeah, that
method?
much better actually. This in fact this I tried first time. This scenario I tried first time. So just a second, let me validate. Here it is. Okay, so now let me delete this, terminate this. Okay, so let's do this last topic, which is in the cloud, which is CLI. So by the way, CLI has got update, new update. So AWS, this is the best way I believe. If you want to protect your keys and all stuff like that, because somewhere in the secret places you'll be having that one. This is the version 2 you have to install. 1 is not good. I mean, it's good, but it's deprecated. Now you can do this one. So guys, CLI got installed. Okay, AWS. Open up a new console. It will set the path. Sometime what happens? It's a new console, so the path has not taken. So you can run this command, hold commands also, and it's worked. Okay. By the way, if you open up a new console, you can directly hit the AWS. It will work. Now the question is how to configure it. So the command is configure. Just remember this command, guys. Configure. Okay, please remember, and enter. Now what is the, somewhere it should be here, ID, secret key, region, and this is let it be empty. Done. Guys, now your setup is done. Can we validate once again? ls ec2. Yeah, it's working. No access. Yep, no access. It's working. So now this is the way you can set it up in Linux, but how to use it. So now you have to clean all this junk code from here. So let's do this. Configure is a command, remember. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this also anymore. I don't need this also anymore. So now this is your command. You see, I'm not passing anything right now. Correct now? Now you must be wondering where it got stored. So typically AWS by default stored in your user home, this place, and ls-la, it's a hidden directory. If you go there, now those who has access to physical machine, those people only will get access to this credential, not anyone else. So now can we go this and run it? Cloud. I was doing something. Yeah. So vi cloud 5, right? 5.yam. And Ansible Playbook cloud 5.yam. Remember, I did not path. Okay, it says either region or EC2 URL. So I think region is not picking up from there. So they are asking me to feed it. That's okay. So region is okay. Done. Now you go here and refresh it, and see here, it's there. So guys, this is the way you work. I should store I should delete some of the code from here because it will create a trouble for me. Any idea where did we store the key? I forgot actually. Because my account has been blocked many times in the past because of these issues. So it's there in the cloud. So vi cloud.yaml.
Better you can delete the
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Yeah.
role from AWS.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Because what happened? By mistake, it gets committed, and then I get bomb blasted by them. It's very difficult to talk to them like this because it's a carelessness, right? And they run the scan very well. I mean, within a 5 minutes, you get a call. So I delete the user. Okay, guys. So this is demo is done. Cloud. Any topics on the cloud? Any questions on the cloud? Any questions on the cloud?
Can you show us dynamic
How to
inventory?
Yes. I did wrong. Okay, no problem. So yes, let's do the dynamic inventory. I have to create one more time. I created one more time. Yeah, someone was asking one more question. Actually, I interrupted him. What was that?
Yeah, the Ansible Lambda integration possibly.
Lambda is a serverless. Now, what is your use case? Because
Yes.
Lambda is ocean actually. What is use case?
Now we are using Lambda in most of the um requirements. It's like creating it, collecting the information, and checking the security issues, taggings, and billings. So we are using Lambda in the most of the time.
Yeah, but any problems if you have? I mean, I'm thinking about how can you, because endless scenarios can be there. But what can you can think of, because Lambda is a place where you can run your code without a server. I mean, free. I mean, very at cheap dot price, and it's only for whenever the request is raised. Now, how can you use configuration management tool? I'm thinking about it. So that's huge case. If you can tell me, I'll help you in that. I know Lambda. Okay, so first let me show you the dynamic inventory. So guys, this is a very important topic, dynamic inventory. So remember the concept is the same. Concept is the same. The concept is your inventory file should return the list of IP address. Now IP address, it can be in a INA format, which is supported by Ansible. IP address, it can be in a JSON format. It is supported by Ansible, and it can be in YAML format also. It's up to you. Any script which will return, I said any script which will return in any of these format an IP address, that's called dynamic inventory script. Now the question is, who's going to write a script? So of course, if you are having some customization, you will write a script. You will query a platform like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, OpenStack, VMware. and based on the queries you will return some of the list of IP address. Now for the major platforms, these scripts are already available. For the major platform, these scripts are already available. Now where to find out this script? So actually we should ask Google, and Ansible site will give you. So Ansible dynamic inventory, enter it, and now Ansible has given at least 5 or 6 script already. You have to decide which one you want. For example, they have given for Cobbler, they have given for the AWS, they have given for OpenStack. I have seen for the Azure and GC also somewhere. You have to Google it. So all these things you have it. Now by the way, Tower also has a dynamic inventory, which you call it smart inventory actually. You can use it. But where is the script actually? So this is the one. Inventory script. And now we have so many actually. And here is the this one. This is a script. So many tools. You see GC is here. Infoblocks, it's a networking related stuff. It's here. I see, I guess. Many update has come here actually. I see that. So let's get started. So here I'll get this script. Now copy this script. It's a pretty long, so okay. Rather than copying from here, I know how to download also. Go back, click on this, and copy this, and let's download in the local wget. Now I got this script here. Actually, this script you have to study a little bit of how it works, but basic things I have to change it. For example, keys and values. So keys and value I'm not going to change it because I already configure it AWS. So here all this instruction you have it. You have to do that. So that is a thing you have to get it done. Also here, this script also assume that there is on this file alongside it. To specify the different path, define it this one. So there is a file which will be having ec2.ini file alongside it. So this should be file here. If you see here, there was one file actually. Here. So this file will be there, which will have some of the different informations and stuff like that. So this file also you need it, and setup will be there. So more or less it's not too much of the data. You can raw. You can download this also. Okay, I'll do that a little later. And then you have to have this playbook and all that. I have it already. Now you have to also set the whatever that you want for the specific host. These are the variables you can set it up, and if you want to change that. But right now I'll go for the only two things which is important. Rest of the things I'll leave it. rest of the things is optional. You want to push some tag and all. You want to get it something based on the tag, that is also possible. So key and value you can give it. Okay, and that's all. So apart from that, this script will work. From here, this script will start. If you want to read it, you go ahead and read it. So you just have to make sure that the the requirement of this script is been addressed. So I have done it already because of the last demo. Just okay, let me open up in this browser also. The EC2, this one, this one, and this one. So EC2 and I set region all, exclude this, destination public DNS name, route, that's okay, everything is okay, it's optional. Keys I have set it up, no need to set it up here. Role not needed, everything is okay. Now tag, I feel like I should set it up. So tag, I'm going to how to filter it. So URL, okay. So I have a tag, let's get the tag. It's here. I want to filter by tag. That's the easy way to do that. So I have a machine, which is this one. Rajesh ACS. So tag is this one. Rajesh ACS, and name is this one. Capital N. I think that's all. So let's copy this ini file, raw wget done. Now only things I will go here, modify the tag. So it is a tag. I should check this one. Just a second. So tag here, I am setting up manually. It should be name, this one. Okay, so let's set it up. Done. Now I should run it. So where should I run it? So this one I'm running inside a remote machines. Which remote machines? Web, all, and vi dynamic dot YAML Ansible Playbook hyphen I ec.py. Here, that's the only difference here you have. Earlier you were providing this inventory file. Now it's a script. Now next one, you have to provide dynamic. Fail to parse step with the running. With INI plugin. Post definition. Fail to parse. So why this is not working? Some changes in the script or what? Here py Ansible Playbook hyphen I ec2.playbook. That's correct. File required can choose a file, put a profile, command line. What file you're using it is for that I did. So Ansible Playbook hyphen I ec2.py playbook. Now what is the error? 1 second, let me check this error. Dynamic.yaml problem running. Error 13 permission denied. Okay. So it's not a problem with the command, it's a problem with the something error 13 permission denied. Error passing host definition, no closing. This you can ignore. Just look at this. So why the permission got denied? Because I have the AWS S3 list. Okay. Sorry. I have to open up a duplicate session because that did not take it up from the inventory, right? That was causing this thing. Did you understand that? Now AWS here. No. It's not coming well. Okay.
Really configuration.
Yeah. It's a AWS problem. Just a second, hold on. Do you remember the last command which I ran? Hold on a second. It's a AWS setup problem. It did not set in the path. So So I'll set this path at my home directory. So how to set this? Export $path is equal to $path, export path is equal to $path. This should be double call, single call. This one.
This is fine.
Echo $path and AWS. Now it's okay. AWS S3 list. Permission denied.
Yes.
Permission denied. That's okay. So come back. I was doing something here. Yeah. So Ansible -playbook -I EC2 dynamic. Okay. Now this time same error. It's not reading from the environment. That is a problem. Just a second. Let me set this. I don't know why it's not reading. I'll check later, but there's no time for it. So I'll quickly do the hard coding stuff, which I've. Okay. Did you understand that why it was not having?
Yeah, config you are not configured.
Yeah, I changed that
I think
configuration.
old key.
Yeah.
That's old key.
Yeah. Okay, correct. Let me configure one more time. Configure. Small issues. Yeah. And this time new keys. I think this one. Yeah. Hopefully this time it should resolve. Same issues.
Check the keys. I think you copied the old one.
It's correct only. Okay, well, I'll do the hard coding for time being. That's not good practice, but let's do that. This is done. This is, you have it. And this also, let me do that. And URL. No, that's not needed. If you're using Boto profile, this okay. I did this. Let me do one more time because I don't know whether I'm missing or not. And from here, I don't need to touch. In addition, associated with the tag is named with in value security group. This is a security group. Ah. Yeah, so it's okay. So I set this. I set, let me close, multiple windows is open, so I'm getting confused. I set this. This script also has little bit changes this time. I set this, and I set this. That's all. So I think last time I set it up in the different window, tower machine. I see that here is I set in the tower machine also. So maybe copy. Now it should be okay. I think manually I set it up everything. And now, what is this?
Rajesh, can you check the keys in the cloud console once again? Verify.
No, I'm setting in that hard coded in the, no.
I think that you regenerated it again, right?
Just a second.
I think that's the old one.
AKIHHS. I think it's the same one. It's active also. No, there's something different as shows it there. Error 13. Okay, so I'll continue with this. I'll just check that. Let's not waste your time. I'll do the try in the lunch hour and see that it's just a permission issues. So my script is not getting some permission. What sort of permission? I'll just check that. Because of permission, rest of the thing is not happening.
Now you have directly imported everything, right? Like using the export command.
Yes.
So
here you say access key. All this thing. Only these few are required. Nothing. I'll just
check before checking the dynamic inventory. Can you check the what we ran before? Simple one. So that first let us verify whether access is working.
Okay, AWS S3 LS. This is working. Access denied. This is okay because I have not given this user S3 access. So this is okay. Command line is working fine. I validated. It's not taking Python. So one more time, just a second. Let me see that. List.
I'm not asking about this command line. I was telling whether we tried to execute previous YAML file, right? Playbook, cloud playbook. Before dynamic inventory, we try to execute one, right? Can you try to execute that?
Okay, you're saying this one. It worked fine. Yep. So let me just
Problem is with the dynamic inventory.
yeah. Just let me check the script. There's some modification has happened which required some additional inputs. I'll just check in a lunch hour and then get you done. The command is correct because if you see the documentations also, because I've used many times already, so they have the documentation also same way. So ultimately you run the documentation, access there, they will return the list which will get embedded to the playbook, and that's all. So you don't have anything else. Okay, I'll just check one more time and get going. Any other questions, guys?
So can you quickly cover what are the modules, popular cloud modules, which will be really useful?
It depends on your requirement actually. There are hundreds of modules are there. Now, which are useful, I cannot tell you because what is you want to do. Most of the time, frequently used, like you want to create VPC, subnets, route tables, NAT gateway. You want to create this internet gateway IGW. You want to create S3, EBS. You want to mount the TVS. So these are the things you do that most of the time. But again, it depends on your requirement for that purpose. Ansible cloud modules. A lot of you have it here. Again, pseudocode. Again, go back to the same thing. See here, you have to do anything. See S3 related here you have. SES related here you have. Cloud formation here you have EC2 related. See, many are EC2 related. But if you really want to use this one Ansible with the cloud AWS module, I think Terraform will be the right choice for this. So you can combine the Ansible for only configuration management, not for orchestration, and use a Terraform for the orchestration. That way it will help you much better.
Yeah.
I have a
Can you use CloudFormation as well, right?
no, I mean that's what I'm saying. No, CloudFormation is not needed anymore. It's gone out of market. You use the Terraform, which will help you on all the cloud, and then creating a dev QA production environment in a very minimal span of time. And also, it has a many providers, like more than 100 providers are there. There are some videos which is my videos is lying here. You just check it out. It will help you. Terraform. So cloud formation will
You can
work
ping
for
those links.
I'll share
You
at
can
the
ping
end.
those links in the chat. Yeah. Thanks.
I'll share the all the links at the end of this meeting. I'll share it in one go. Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay, so I think there's no question. So you guys continue the lunch break. Let's be back by 1:50, and I'll just try this dynamic inventory one more time, and then get you done. Post lunch, we are going to try remaining topics, which is modules, plugins, lookups, and stuff like that, and error handling. There's a 3 topics is pending. All these 3. This is a less like a 10-15 minutes.
Rajesh, you told about the CICD and
CICD.
Puppet.
Yeah, Puppet.
Sorry, Jenkins, all those things.
So here,
Jenkins.
yeah, is there. So this I'll give you the demo, because if I give you the lab, it will become a one-day program. So I'll give you the quick demo on Jenkins and Ansible. Plugins also, I'll talk about lookups and all. Functions also, error handling also. So I think this is also very simple one. You will get it within a 10 minutes.
If you liked our Ansible session so far, please enroll for our channel membership $399 plan to get access of all the parts. Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.